Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Abyss. Well, Paimon believes, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. I don't mean, although, where should we? Oh, you mean the? You're right. After all, yeah. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far: the Animo and Geo Archons. So next. Paimon doesn't think we. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to game? Oh, let's see what she.
Ad Astra.
Hey, who's that skulking around? This is so dull.
Oh. Hello. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to.
Oh.
Great. We.
But the chance of success... It was in leaving, and all I had to rely on after I'd escaped there. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a newbie... that's right.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything...
Kanjo
Along with the other 2, one of the obligations... Meanwhile, it doesn't feel... What I mean to say is... and even if you did...
Seems like they really don't want anyone.
They only said that, but if you really... That's not what I meant. Voyaging far...
You're right, but Paimon wonders if she'll be.
The Alcor is the
Then there's no. catch up.
Cool it!
Steady as stone. Yeah.
Dodge this!
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys.
Paimon?
Huh? The frick?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that
You're not far off, but, this young man is.
with this fine only if the mood take.
Hey, you don't.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
The Crux Club. They're two important. So, you've got two. You can't take part if you. And with Liu as safe.
But
Well, before you dismiss, get this. It's.
Supplied by myself.
is there really such thing as a...
When a vision bearer dies. As for whether this shall.
Yep. And the way I'm organizing the clash is my way of uncovering. So, if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect.
Yeah, where...
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say? In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want... What are we gonna do?
Great. Then let's.
It seems like it will.
far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see.
Before we sign up, let's see if we Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Hi there. Are you here for the...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat, but this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us
Exactly. With a vision, we'd...
This master of yours must...
famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan. And his skills, he's got to be to the Ling Shan.
Force this...
It's a type of breathing exercise where you, for example,
One time, he sent a challenger fly.
it sure is.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course!
But here, recently though,
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too...
well, we have to.
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the arena.
Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the end. The Clash is a comp... Nobody...
Yeah.
Me?
Uh-huh.
What? You... Not to mention, I've helped them. They tried to sneak past. I planted a left hook on the skinnier. I stood my ground, of course. I'm not saying I came.
Uh-huh. But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. If so,
so you're also here
you better believe it. From me? Obtaining a vision? No. I know how that's... I've passed in most people's a vision.
You have so much self...
That's not important. I've also brought along a bit of an on... Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice. I seem to have gained another... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way...
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you... did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See if...
my apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. It's just a formality. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous...
Whoa...
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Right, a great hero such...
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh,
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it... Well, nobody Anyway, the qualifying...
Hey, so even though you don't... So Paimon thinks... In any case, looking at the competition... All right, it's...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of... What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us. Come on, let's go sign up.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And so, come on.
All right. Let me think how to... You fought well.
All right, then. You know, a lot... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. Well, since everyone's... For one thing, so...
Huh? But we...
This is how Captain decides. At your...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the turn. We're finally here, folks. The real...
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. Your opponent has... You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your... Very well.
All right, that's enough chit-chat.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow...
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating all over. It's a good congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little... If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine? I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won...
Huh?
No, only in defeat.
Wow.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and...
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're... So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
Ah, it's you! I myself was a...
Maybe...
Why, yes. I faltered for but given my stature. Still, I'm sure he'll be...
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and could... Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingsheng Clan Kung... Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining and...
Oh.
Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding I could sense that, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I did...
I guess not using your
We wanted to ask him...
Not exact. As for the guy you'll be... What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for... I haven't...
Yeah.
It is true. I do not mean to... Given your talent...
Hang on.
Gathering intel... Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha. Wait a second.
However, there is only so much that can be discerned from... Come with me.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of... You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple...
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we...
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given... Since a young age, it is things that
That's crazy.
my humble ability to think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told. It's been a long journey, and honestly, even.
Perhaps such However, of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. Now then.
Freeze!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
Let it rain.
Oh, so sorry.
Leave it all to me.
Windblade!
Get him. Steady as stone.
Your skills in... Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mind-pleased, save your thanks. If anything, the world is a true...
You seem kind of obsessed with vision.
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the god, and what influence... My apologies. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted in the outset, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a type.
As far as I know, she is an Archon. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand. Oh,
right!
If you have no other matters to attend, very well.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of the crux. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere Wow! I've been waiting. I'm sure everyone witnessed his, but as for our other come on, what could be taking him so long? Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the
Wait a moment. Something doesn't... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
I'll catch up.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken.
No need to worry. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try.
If you would, please come with me. Come with me. The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Leave it all to me.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one.
This has nothing to do with visions. Additionally, in other words...
You...
But most disappointing, it appears that the vision...
Fine! I've had my eyes on this.
Aha! So
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along, but then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming up. Since there was no use, I was convinced I prepared... Drat. I know an empty threat when I hear... Fine.
You know, according... Huh? Not to mention that It seems that it would be...
Whoa, we're...
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget...
Cool it!
No one escapes my sight!
Windblade!
No, no! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead!
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking? It's up to you.
No.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it! Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, Though few tales tell of a masterless, after seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try?
The vision.
I see. So you... No matter. This was expected. I suppose this...
Yeah, what's the story?
The story begins... He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning...
Kazuha!
All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to get...
Huh? Did Beto leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time, and as Captain Beto was But still,
The one who stole the vision, he knew he stood no chance of winning the match. Thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now...
Yes, but the voyage to Inazuma... In fact, the relentless rain...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just...
Let us not forget, suffice it to say that in the meantime...
Paimon believes...
Thank you. One final word of...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. Now that I think...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beto will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is near... Captain Beto sent me to come get you.
Seems Beto is the captain.
Of course.
So you'll be heading off then? Whether the journey before you leads to the... Until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive?
So there's another Catherine at Ninazuma?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to...
Okay, thanks for coming all this way.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard.
Steady as stone.
Don't get frostbite.
Wind blade!
Freeze!
I must leave no stone unturned.
With the wind!
Steady as stone. As a dutiful maid would.
Dodge this! Wind blade!
Freeze! I'll keep this close.
Leave it all to me.
blade! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
Let it rain.
Wind blade!
All in a day's work.
blade!
Fascinating.
I wonder what's going on up there.
Waves are as calm as always. All clear as far as the eye can see.
You find all these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. We set sail for the land and Gulf.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. I didn't know you... So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we...
You can blame your all. Though the fleet was fully. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how...
Toma, these two...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
With Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problem... Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going.
All right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered. Don't, so we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them. What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Lightning flash!
Cool it!
What's the hurry?
atmosphere here and be mine.
What's the hurry?
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
What's the hurry?
Hello? Please state your name. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers. For
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush.
I just wanted...
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check and...
Sheesh.
Well, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. Now, let's head over to the Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will...
2 million? For a processing?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Yuri. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 more...
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down!
All right then, as you wish, Mr.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the so when the day...
Then they'll milk them.
Exactly. Yes, but the most that... that's how the inner...
So it's a trade...
Yep. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive
I see. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. Huh. I was going to say...
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll...
Really?
Connections come at a... In fact, I like to do things in a way that...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon.
Why do I get... Here's the situation. Recently, things seem... The head of the association...
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Ah, good.
We heard the...
Yes, left,
The Sakoku Decree...
but it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku Decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy... No. Those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh,
That's right. They just issued a new...
Crystal Mare...
something that eventually... One of the... So, in order to pay our tax... But then we found we'd only... Now there's a... Exactly. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... But this is a...
Sounds awful. They're really... What do you think we should do? But Carisu's the head of the association, and even he hasn't...
Right.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling...
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, if I were...
Got it! We're up.
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my source, trade secret,
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? They're wasting their time.
Hey, what's
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're—
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.